A vigil tonight for a man shot by police. 20-year-old Dillon Taylor was shot last night after a confrontation.
Chris Jones on this story for us tonight. Joins us now live. Chris, sounds like dozens showed up to remember Taylor tonight.
Yeah, about 60 people did show up here at this 7-Eleven, where, as you can see, there is another incident currently playing out right here in this parking lot. We'll tell you about that in a second. But the folks who showed up tonight, they say they are angry and they want justice. Under tumultuous skies,
it all feels like a dream right now.
A gathering of thunderstruck friends.
He's like my brother.
Remember Dillon Taylor, shot by police in this parking lot. This is video taken by a passerby. Dillon has been shot. His cousin and brother apprehended. Police received calls that a man was brandishing a weapon nearby. When police arrived, these two stay put. Dillon, police say, runs.
He was verbally challenged and ultimately was shot.
Was there a weapon? Did the man have a gun?
There's a lot of interviewing that needs to be done and a crime scene that needs to be processed.
So you could quickly look on his body, right?
That's not something I can speculate at this time.
Police won't say if Dillon had a weapon, but his brother and cousin say he emphatically did not. They say the only thing Dillon did was reach for his belt.
He had his headphones in, you couldn't hear nothing. And they finally surrounded him. Is when they were like, you're on the ground, and pull up his pants. And they shot him.
Tonight at this vigil, light, tears, and comfort. And a cry, they say, for justice for the man who shot Dillon.
I want to see him get treated like all the other killers out there. I want to see him go to prison. I want to see him get punished for his actions.
So there were 3 officers who were involved in the shooting. They are from Salt Lake City. Now, this shooting actually occurred in South Salt Lake City, so South Salt Lake will take over the investigation. The incident that occurred just moments ago, you can see there are a couple of women who are in custody right now. Just moments ago, take a look at the video. Police arrived on this scene, guns drawn, K-9 units engaged. They pulled over a pickup truck here. There were 4 people inside. They ordered each person out of the vehicle and arrested all 4 of them. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was shot. And other than the arrests that are going on right now, we don't know much about how this all started, how it all played out. But at this point, this parking lot here at the 7-Eleven, the last 2 days, a lot of police activity right here in this area. Guys, back to you.
Wow, Chris. That's Chris Jones reporting live in South Salt Lake. Thank you.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Philko here. Going to make a serious video about something that I'm seeing a lot of my white friends post onto Facebook. Now, I'm starting to realize that I have a lot of white friends who are very conservative and like right-wing, and I'm not a lefty or nothing like that. I'm like kind of in the middle. I always make up my mind after I hate a situation. I don't follow anyone. But I have a lot of them, and they're just very open about it. You know, recently they're becoming more open about it, and of course a lot of their friends don't like it, but they don't care because they're voicing their opinion, which is okay. So basically, as you heard, there was an unarmed white man murdered by police, killed by police because he was listening to music. He apparently went for his belt. He was shot. You know, he died. And the Facebook post, interestingly enough, it said, "Unarmed white man killed. Obama keeps golfing. No Al Sharpton." And something else. Obama keeps golfing and no Al Sharpton. Let's just focus on that. That's what they're talking about. So they basically want to know, why is there no outrage? There's no riots. There's no marches and all that stuff for this young man. Well, let me explain something to you, all of you who are wondering why it's not a big deal. Well, I'll tell you, and this happened like 2 weeks ago from the day I'm making this video. It happened some time ago. This happened, this was a little bit after. It was August 11th. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago from today. I'm making this video. It was 2 weeks ago, and now people are starting to complain, trying not to mess up the wall. And now people are starting to hear about it, just starting to hear about it when they've been hearing about the other shooting, of course, with Mike Brown for the past 2 weeks nonstop. But I'll tell you why you're not hearing about this and why it seems like no one cares. It's not that no one cares. It's the simple fact that the media doesn't care. It's not the people. It's not because of Obama. It's not because of Al Sharpton. It's because the media doesn't care. This story is not sexy. What do I mean by sexy? I mean a story that really grabs attention. The story of Mike Brown is worldwide. I'm hearing hungry Budapest, Hungary. And when we were in the hotel we were in before we got this apartment, every morning we had breakfast. What they have on TV? Ferguson coverage. It's sexy. And not only is the story sexy, they know what happens after that story is released. It's just going to be sexier. You release a story of white police officers killing a white guy. Alright, it happens sometimes, you know, let's go to trial, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you release a story of white police officers killing an unarmed teenager, black teenager, that's sexy. And they know when people hear it, they want to know more. They're going to get angry. It's going to get their emotions. That's why you're not hearing about it. It's not because of Obama. Now, I understand the whole Al Sharpton thing. Like, where is Al Sharpton? Come on, that's a stupid-ass question. It's Al Sharpton. He's supposed to be defending black people. I don't like Al Sharpton. I really despise that guy. But he shows up when he feels blacks need to be defended from whites. That's it. That's what he does. Not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that's what he does. So when there's stories about blacks killing blacks at record numbers, he's nowhere to be found. Which he should be there when that's happening. Like Malcolm X would have been there. But he's not there. He's only there when he feels he's defending blacks from whites. So we all should know that. And about Obama golfing, dude's days are planned way ahead of time. I don't see why he can't golf and relax. Just because some people die in this country. People die in this country all the fucking time. We just got to treat it accordingly, based on a case-to-case basis, basically. So this young man was murdered. There's people supposed to handle that. Obama doesn't have to fucking handle that. Only reason he even said anything about this whole thing with Mike Brown is because it's all over the news. The media is making it this big of a deal. Because if the media maybe just played this story once and that's it, went on with their life, there would be no big-ass protests like this. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Just people are seeing and hearing it all the time, so that makes it the big deal. It's the media. So you're wondering why. Don't blame the people. It's the media. They don't give a shit. It's not sexy. I put this dude's name into YouTube. It didn't even pop up. If you just put this dude's name into YouTube, the story won't pop up. You have to put killed by police. His name, then killed by police, then you'll see it. But when I searched it, nothing popped up. Nothing. Nothing popped up about him on the first page. And that's crazy. You put in Michael Brown, it's going to pop up. You put in Ferguson, it's going to pop up. This happened, what, Salt Lake City, some shit like that? This happened somewhere. I forgot where it happened, but I played the news clip before this, so you guys should know. But what I'm trying to say here basically is that don't be mad at the people protesting because no one knows about this guy's death. That's because of the media. Don't be mad at Al Sharpton and Obama. It's because of the media. They don't control the media. So once the media, hey baby, once the media starts treating these incidences fairly, until they do that, it will always be one-sided. When it's one side's white, one side's black, it's always sexier when two sides black or two sides white. You understand? It's always sexier. Unless when a white person's killing a whole bunch of white people, that's different. But when two sides are different, it's always a sexier story, and that's what they're going to report on. That's just how it goes. Right? And I mean, I feel sorry for him. I wish it didn't happen to him and all that stuff. But hey, it's the media. And I guess last thing before I go, got the girl using the fucking bathroom in the background. Last thing before I go, I just want to say that I know a lot of black people out there didn't know about this story, but don't try to ridicule this story. That is pretty immature. So what I'm saying by that is I don't want black people out there hear about the story and say, oh, so what? Don't do that. It's an unarmed person shot and killed by police, just like Michael Brown. It's the same shit. Only difference is the race. Now, whether it was racially motivated or just negligence, there's still a dead, unarmed young man, which is the problem on both sides. Not basically why. Like when it comes to mentality, oh, I'm racist, or I just don't like him, or I just want to shoot somebody. Either way, the result is the same, and we have to treat it the same. Cameras on cops. But in this case, I always say cameras on cops, but in this case, it seems pretty open and shut. He went for his belt, they shot him. That's what it seems like. I'm not sure. That's just what I'm hearing. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. But there's not going to be much outrage because there's no racist. You can't throw racists into this story. You can't throw racism into the story. If it was a black police officer, Now that would be a story. That would be a story. But that wouldn't even get as much attention as Mike Brown. You know why? A lot of news people won't, especially from the left, won't want to give that too much attention because they don't want to look racist. They don't want to seem like they're trying to grab negative attention towards blacks. So let's say it was a gang killing. Like, gang members saw this white dude, shot him and killed him for no reason, kept going. They're not going to report on that too much. They don't want to look racist, and they don't want to feed white racist people things to talk about. They don't want to. So usually when they talk about black crime, it's black on black they'll talk about. Black people hurting black people. But when it's a black person hurting a white person, they typically don't want to report on it. And I think it's because they don't want to feed racist people and white racist people ammunition to make them look bad, or they don't want to look racist themselves. Like, how does it sound reporting? Three black males killed a white male. Baby, give me a kiss. 3 black males killed a white male for no reason, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, hey, you going to sleep?
Yes.
Okay. What's wrong? Oh, white girls. And yeah, that's basically it, people. So let me know what you think. I'm out. Later.